Hiya Chris, super session, big improvements on your overall ability to hit driver in regards to club head speed and the distance you were hitting the shot. Added to that, the direction of most of your shots towards the end of your session was much more down the fairway line. So all in all, big improvements were made. Swing as a whole is coming on a treat. The big problem today was that you had this need to release the golf club. We take the club back nicely. We did discuss that you came out of your posture. You can see there that your inclination to the ground has been lost. And when viewed from down the line, as we discussed, because the body has moved through 90 degrees, so you can see here with Duval, it's turned through 90 degrees. The difference between where you are and where you need to be, so where you are is a yellow line, and where you are or where you need to be is a red line, is actually a tilt to the left. So remember we discussed what the spine did during your backswing. It's got to extend, it's got to stand up as we see here. It's got to rotate and it's got to tilt to the left. When you look at a player like Duval, he has definitely rotated, he's definitely extended. We showed you the footage from some different angles to explain that, but he's also tilted to the left, which has allowed him to maintain his inclination to the ground. That's going to result in a much more consistent angle of approach because we don't now need to go looking for that inclination as we start down. Having said that, you do a pretty good job of getting yourself back into that posture as you're coming down. And the key now really is to increase club head speed, increase your launch. We're going to do that by releasing the club less. Remember what we said, in an attempt to throw that club head at the ball, which you don't do on this, you keep the hands nice and quiet there, but in an attempt to throw the club at the ball, the club head gets to the ball sooner. We accelerate the club head, so the longer we can keep that club accelerating, the more speed we have at impact, which is why we saw your club head speed jump up by some 10 to 12 miles an hour during your session. So much quieter with the hands. What that's also going to do is allow you to continue hitting out at the golf ball, like we see here. No attempt to cut across it. So leading with the hands, if you will, or keeping the release as passive as possible allows for that. And that also presents the club in a slightly open position at impact, which is going to increase the loft on the club face coming in, which is going to give us a better launch angle along with lower spin. So key thoughts: widen the stance a little bit, start the takeaway with a little bit of a left tilt, and keep the hands nice and quiet through the hitting area. Great work today. I'll email the FlightScope footage or FlightScope screenshots and data across. You can have a little look at them in your own time, and I will speak to you again in a few weeks' time. Well done.